Trap and roll. Kind of important. Again, like I've been talking about, right? This advanced technique is advanced because if we're talking about trap and roll, we have other problems, right? Your trap and roll's got to be on, right? I'm seeing feet not going. I see timing and even context of the person most likely just being a little light on you, sitting on you, and you're trying to buck them and block and not even feeling that, hold on a second, we're out of context here. You're really not trying to stab me. You're really sitting on me and just going here. So think about those things, guys. It's stuff in advance that it stinks, but it just reinforces why we need the basics and why we need to drill. All right? That I, have hit, there's the picture. It's now. It's now. It is not anything that I'm seeing sometimes that you're here and you're going to go, let me get a couple blocks in here, right? Or your timing's off and you're not, look at, like, see the timing? Even that, you should have felt that, Nick. Okay. That the timing is off. He really doesn't even need to get bucked off because I'm blocking. His momentum right there should be shifting back to kind of be heavier. Like this wouldn't work on somebody bigger. They wouldn't be moving as much as Nick is right here because your timing's off. It's going to be boom, same time. And I've got to be crawling up on them, and now go. Now go. Right now it's everything else that we have to worry about in that advanced class. So I have room to roll to you guys. So I've got to, maybe you're throwing in some strikes here, right? You might not roll them right away. You might feel like, hey, you're pretty good, right? But ideally, before he shifts, it can be a really good idea to go ahead and start rolling him and start fighting from here. Where are you going to go? Right? Now, from here, if some of you are getting into a position, we'll shift here, that I don't really want to let this out. What's my disarm?
Beat him.
Beat him. Right, I'm in here. Right, start behind. Keep your head down. I'm in here. Punch him in the throat. Keep your head down. I might have to be monitoring this guy because it's hitting me. That might be a priority. It might just be now headbutt. My takeaway is going to be to break him. All right, I'm just going to come out of there and address some of you being here. I'm really concerned about your fingers. I'm still concerned about your fingers. I'm concerned about your fingers there. All right, I'm here. Come on, can you guys see? We'll move back so you guys can see. I'm sure that Josh has got good angle. But now you've rolled him and you've ended up in a position like this. All right, could you make space here? Like staying here, right? Getting him, do I have him beat here? I'd prefer to reach in and get my thumb in there and try, but again, he's got to be beaten to some degree to be able to come in there, right? And be able to get something where you're going to now strip it out. Most of the time, I'm thinking my disarm, they're softened up, and by that I mean he's pretty much on his way out. He's not combative with me at all. I'm not, if I'm going here and he's being combative and I'm over here doing this and he's over here hammer fisting my face. Right? I want to control it, but don't rush to that takeaway. And I am really concerned about your hands. All right, in here. Like when you're doing this one, right? And then I'm grinding them and smashing them. Right? I've got to be really concerned with my hands. And it's not one of my go-to techniques. Right? Is it? Sure, that I'm going to strip it out and I'm going to try to weaken him up. But in this context, if I were just beating him or doing anything that I felt like I could get away from him, right, which is really tough, because as soon as I let go, he's coming back at me. And if you pull guard, it's a tough place to be. There's a lot of now fights on kind of scenario here that we need to work on, as well as I'm seeing some problems with you guys with the trap and roll. So back to your basics, they've got to be solid, right? But then again, everything after that, once you roll them, is game's on, and it's a knife. So it's a deadly game. And now, once I get out of there, it's medical. Hopefully, right? It's you're going to be bleeding. So that was the other one. Come on down and pull guard on me, and we'll get this way for the camera. Look, hold on. That you've ended up in some sort of position here, and he can be cutting you in the lat here. That they have something, you know. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna be cut. I'd much rather I've had EMTs in class or right guys like hey, I wouldn't really worry about that. I think at one point, one instructor training, I was somebody who was a doctor, right? Like this is not your biggest worry that they've got you in the lat right back here, and there's no real. Yeah, has he cut me? He's trying to move. Hey, if you're in there, like, does he want to? And like, oh, you want to let me out of guard? Like, okay, right? Yeah. Now, right. Give him something else to think about besides stabbing you. But I wouldn't be super concerned about that lat being cut there. I mean, some of you are letting go of that great overhook to go do a 2-on-1 and just play with that. Play with that. I'm seeing even some that the attacker could roll you. And there's that nice slow stuff like, hey, how do you feel, attacker? Well, I feel like I might be able to roll you. Always be thinking as that attacker, because that's going to help both of you. All right, back to work.